Okay, hello everyone. This is Viserys Targaryen, aka Top 100, aka Daniel has coronavirus, aka Master of Ebolas, and I just wanted to make this quick little video reviewing this product I recently ordered. So it is the XYAB Phantom GCC. Pretty much, I'll explain a little bit. So I'm always in the market for GameCube controllers, and you can see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have a bunch of GameCube controllers. All the time that I've been playing Melee, more than 10 years. I'm a controller enthusiast, but recently with all this stuff going on, OEMs like Smash Ultimate controllers have gone way up in price on Amazon, for example. They used to go for about, what was it, like $30 when Smash Ultimate came out, maybe like $50 pushing it. Now they're up to like $200, I think. And so, yeah, they're pretty expensive. So I actually found this one, the XYAB. Apparently it's like a FOB type deal. This controller right here that I have is the only FOB I've ever had or owned, and it's a pretty good controller. Expensive, it just requires a lot of upkeep. But, I'm not a controller guy by any means. I do collect them, I do buy them quite a bit. When one breaks, I usually just buy another one. I don't really get it diagnosed or repaired or anything like that. I mean, I have in the past, but usually I get, like an OEM with a snapback capacitor or module or whatever you call it. And, yeah, I usually just buy them when they break or when they stop working at 100%. So, yeah, but I thought this would be a good video to make. I didn't see many reviews for this yet, and this only costs $70. This one right here, XYAB Phantom GCC. It only cost me $70, 70 USD, which is not bad when you compare it to, like, God, on Etsy, the OEM with a snapback module, they're going up, everything's going up. So I thought this was like a good budget-friendly controller. I just want to see if it works with Melee outright. That's the main thing, because it is a third-party controller. All these other controllers, they're OEM with modifications, right? But yeah, so I'll just, before I start ripping it open, I'll read what it says here in the back. In English, it says, Unleash precision with the Phantom GCC, engineered for elite performance. It features a custom board inspired by FOB, GCC, and TMR joysticks, delivering unrivaled accuracy and responsiveness. Built for competitive play, this controller is your gateway to the next level. So they're selling you a dream. What I read was right up here. So that's the box. There's like a little diagram here. Let me see what it says at the bottom. Phantom GC is built upon the open source FOB GCC architecture, incorporating a custom PCB optimized for ultra-low latency, precision, analog input, and competitive grade responsiveness, engineered with enhancements driven by the needs of top-level play. And there it is. That's got like a thing, like a chart. It says input latency is low. I don't know what that means, but we'll find out, I guess, right now when I test it on my Slippy. So I don't own a CRT or a Wii, but we're going to try this on Slippy. Now, when I use this fob right here, I've owned it for like a few years now, but I never really use it for Slippy because I do know, and I've had issues in the past where when I use my fob on Slippy, it kind of starts glitching out. I think this is a known issue. I mean, if someone knows how to fix that, oh man, I should probably grab it. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so I just want to see if this even works on Slippy. When I play Slippy, I use this controller right here mainly, which is, I know using this one on CRT and Wii, it works perfectly fine, but I have an AMD computer, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it. AMD computer with the May Flash adapter, so we'll see. So here we go. This is first time opening this. Okay, so we got a quick start guide. So quick start guide, advanced user guide. Okay, we'll take a look at that. Press the B button once after plugging in to unlock the Phantom. So I believe that's how this regular fob works. When I connect it, it's off, but once I press the B button, it turns on. And it looks like we got, what is this, a stick? Yeah, it's a stick. So we got a stick right here. So, okay. And this is it right here. Not bad. I will say, okay, so it's a paracord, nice little touch. Okay, this is to wrap the cable. Let's find it dandy. Is there anything else? Okay, that's it. Okay. So let's put all this to the side. Alright. At a first, at a first glance, interesting. Ooh. Yo, that Z button is clicky. Okay, I like the Z button a lot. Okay. So at a first glance, the stick does look and feel cheap as hell. Holy, that's a really bad stick. I know I'm not, like I said before, I'm not a big controller guy, but I have spare controllers. Maybe I'll just put I'll swap the sticks or something. I could try that as like a little project, but yeah, I mean, it does feel third party, I will say. It definitely feels third party. The shell feels a little plasticky. Ooh, yeah, the R, I love R, feels super third party. Huh, okay. And the buttons, yeah, I mean, everything, it definitely feels like a third party controller. The C-stick feels great, that feels fine, but the R and the L, oh yeah, they feel kind of mushy. Z button though, Z button feels good. Okay. Yeah, so it does feel third party, definitely. As you can see here, I don't know if you can tell because of the camera quality, but it's like a Phillip head, I think. It's like like a little cross instead of the usual tri-wing that you get on a GameCube controller. So, okay, I mean, first impressions, it feels third party, but does it work? That is the ultimate question. It feels third party, it feels kind of not great. The quality, it feels third party. I also feel like this will get easily dirty. It's like really, I don't know, it reminds me of like a toy, like an action figure type feel. Okay. Well, first impressions for the quality, it's not that great, but does it work? That is the question. That is what we want to know. So let me go ahead and get the actual take feel. Okay. Well, first impressions for the quality, it's not that great, but does it work? That is the question. That is what we want to know. So let me go ahead and get this on. Probably go do this. Or speed up. Oh gosh. Okay. Yeah, so packaging, you can tell it's not the best, but that's fine. There we go. Okay, so I'm connect this to player one right here. Okay, and let's see about this controller. I'll probably add it out here. Or we add it actually. Okay, I'm going to do this. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so the audio in this section should be a little bit better. Okay, so I just spent around 30 minutes configuring the controller. Here, I'll show that everything. Alright, let's take care of that. So what I had to do was I got my updated version, latest install of Dolphin. I actually had to go to download some programs. So like I said, this is my first time configuring a fob. Usually I leave that to the eggheads that I pay money to do that for me, but it was actually pretty easy. I used Google AI to guide me through the process. So basically what I did was get rid of that. So I basically downloaded a few things. So I went right here to this website. I can leave that in the description of the video. And yeah, basically it's an application to mess with your fob. I'm not going to go too into it because there's guys, like I said, you could use ChatGPT or something to help you do that, like I used, which is actually pretty useful. But yeah, you're going to want to download this download mirror because the Goomwave site was offline at the time of this recording. So yeah, do that. And I basically, it took me like 30 minutes to configure. No, not, yeah, it took me like 10 to 30 minutes to configure it. And after doing all of that, here, let's run some Slippy. After doing all that configuration, this actually turned out to not. So yeah, I was doing this weird stuff when I went to press down, it was like going left. So after doing all that configuration, let's try it out now. And like I said, I mean, it doesn't feel first party, it definitely feels third party, but I think this is not a bad idea if you really want to get into fobs, because after some configuration, I mean, it's working pretty decently well now for me. And I'm a Fox player, so I mean, I use all sorts of characters, but mainly Fox. But we'll see. Yeah, it's taken a little bit to get a match, that's fine. Oh.
Versus Falco. Ready? Go!
So yeah, my movements are getting read pretty well. It honestly feels as good as my everyday controller that I use. I mean, you can get past the fact that it doesn't feel like a first-party GameCube controller physically. It does get the job done. You know, but all the controllers take a little bit of time bringing it in. Yeah, not bad. That's pretty good so far now. That's pretty good. Feels first, we'll get definitely gonna hold right, but now I like to just going in. Okay, well, let's get practice. Come on, alright. Well, as you can see, it is working pretty well. My my inputs are being read, all that good stuff. Hold on, I really want to beat this Falco. You guys saw that. You guys witnessed that. So yeah, I mean, all right, well, here are my final thoughts. If you're looking for a budget controller, it's not that bad. I mean, this is my first impression. I'm going to try running it for a few weeks, see how the quality holds up. I can make a follow-up, but not that bad. Like I said, like the stick feels, the buttons don't feel great. The L and R button, I mean, they definitely feel secondhand. If you have a spare controller and you're willing to, like, you know, switch some stuff around, I'm sure you could do that. I'm sure that's a viable option as well. But yeah, I mean, also if you're willing to take like 30 minutes to configure the actual controller, here, I'll even open it up. I don't think I opened it up earlier, but yeah, just open up Dolphin and download from that website I mentioned earlier, Smash Scope. And then just put it in your ISO folder and open up Dolphin. And then see, you'll be able to. So yeah, my thing was going like this earlier just from holding it straight down. It was like this, holding straight down. But after configuring it, I mean, it feels good. Doesn't feel bad at all. I'm going to try running it for a few weeks. Try to get a feel for it, breaking in a little bit more, because with all GameCube controllers, I'm sure you know if you play Melee. Oh, I didn't even read the quick start guide, Marg. Oh, they tell you to download Smash Scope. Yep, they even have a video. I probably should have read this, but in my desperation, I just went in and plugged it in, but I was able to. Oh, and it even has everything in here. How to set it up, safe mode, configuration changes. So no snapback issues. Okay, so it looks like this. It even shows everything for how to set it up. You know, I jumped right into it earlier. I mean, I figured it out in the end, but wow, this has everything. Like how to calibrate it. Yeah, this has everything. Look, I mean, oh wow, it even has how to activate tournament mode, snapback reduction and tuning. So, look, final thoughts. If you have the time to set up your controller, I mean, you play Melee, so you probably do. This is not a bad entry-level FOB option. I mean, if you're afraid of spending $300 on a custom FOB controller, I mean, yeah, this might be the way to go. If you're just getting into Melee and you want a decently accurate controller, this might be a good purchase. It's for $70. Now, obviously, if you're a noob or you're just starting to play Melee, maybe a $50 OEM that you find on Facebook Marketplace, maybe that's a good start. But if you want to get serious with your Melee, hey, this is not a bad idea. You're just going to need to set it up, but it's all in here in the Quick Start Advanced User Guide, which comes with your thing. And like I said, if all else fails, you can just use ChatGPT like I did, or Google AI or whatever, and they'll run it through pretty nicely. And you'll be able to get your thing plugged in and ready to go, ready to play Slippy. I will have to probably try to take this to a tournament at some point and try it with the CRT Melee. But so far, I mean, I give this like a 7 out of 10 for now. I'm gonna keep playing with it, and we'll see how it goes. But for now, not a bad option. Worth $70? Maybe. That is yet to be seen, but it definitely works good. And like if you buy an OEM or something off, like I have Etsy, I buy OEMs with snapback module. I don't think there's a way to calibrate those unless you physically tinker with it. So yeah, it's not too bad. All right, well, thanks everybody. If I missed anything, I'll probably do a follow-up at some point and give my thoughts on it then. Hope this was informative. Hope you liked the video. Peace out.